My name is Marvin Mitchell, and I humbly ask you to let me talk my shit. In terms of my story, I'm a middle-aged guy. I've got a young family. I've been in the fitness business for about 25 years, running my own facilities, downtown. I led a pretty busy, hectic life. Pretty busy, hectic family life and work life, which it's always hard to balance those two things. I was living my life, doing my thing, and cancer was not on my radar at all.
Right.
Despite the fact that my grandfather had cancer, my father had cancer, my grandmother had cancer. For whatever reason, I was healthy. I thought I was healthy. I was fit. I took care of my body. There were no obvious symptoms to me of any kind, and so it came as quite a shock to me and my family. And I found out completely accidentally. I went into the hospital for something unrelated. And had some scans done, and within 2 weeks I was on the table being operated on. It was stage 4. It was metastatic. Basically left my colon, went through my lymphatic system to my liver and my lungs. And so by the time I was diagnosed, my disease was very far gone already. If I waited a few more weeks to have my surgery, things might have been very different.
Right.
Had I not gone into the hospital that day and kind of wrote off what I was feeling as, maybe gas or something like that, I likely would not be here today talking to you.
Wow. Give thanks that you actually looked into that beforehand.
Yeah, like I said, it was completely accidental.
Right.
Us guys, we feel a little something and we write it off.
We play it off.
No
Exactly.
big deal. It's just a little knock. It's not, nothing serious. And in male culture, it's very much like that. You don't really make a big deal about things.
2 years ago, Chadwick Boseman passed away with the same scenario. And then I remember when we got the news, I was at a friend's house, or my nephew's house, and all of us are, because it's close to his birthday. We're celebrating his birthday, and we found out that Chadwick passed away. And just the shock or the echo within the room, like everybody was blown away or shocked at him.
Yeah.
Coachella, Wakanda forever.
Yeah.
But again, nothing's really forever, right? And then, I don't know, from UTFO, Kango Kid, he passed away from that. And then finally, we found out Pele passed away from that. So these iconic people that we see on TV are human, same as us. But again, the question is, when you know the symptoms or the signs of knowing that you have this, and prepping yourself or preparing yourself for all this.
Yeah, I think, awareness is key. Awareness is key, representation is key, seeing people that who have some sort of esteem or out in the world talking about this stuff, sharing their stories, I think is super important, is very, very important.
The one thing for myself is that the initiative behind this whole campaign is again, we do something called Flowers, and that's giving flowers to the people that are here. Normally as men, we don't get flowers. We're not given flowers. And it's like, the only time we do get flowers is when we transition.
Yeah.
That's when we get flowers. So it's like, this is the time to give it to the living. So in this moment, I would want you to think about who you would like to give your flower to.
My 2 or 3 really close friends, my wife, my best friend, my partner, the mother of my children, the person who's going to be the caretaker of the guardian of my children when I'm not here anymore.
It's kind of scary that how things are coming together and this the ask that from people to help me through this, it's been phenomenal. And the journey keeps going. Like I'm saying, I'm writing my story because I really want this to be a safe space for a lot of us to talk, because we don't. We internalize a lot of our issues too much that we're not comfortable speaking this, right? So if I can kind of break the narrative from that, then I'm doing my part.
100%, 100%. That role modeling is key. It's key. And we really, really need that in our community. You know, we really need that. So yeah, I salute you, brother.
Oh, man. Thank you.